That's what. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So Sports with Blake. It's 2021. It's a big year. Dan Blake here in the Zoom, having a chat with my good mate Craig the Spider Richards. You know, the current British light heavyweight champion. What is
Come
going
on.
on, sir? How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm all blessed, all well, in a good position. I'm nice, man.
This is it. You're nice. We're gonna, quick recap. You fought for the title recently, the British light heavyweight belt against Shaq Peters. You're victorious. How did that feel? You know, winning on Channel 5 when there was a lot of pressure on you. The odds were kind of against you, but you came through. Showing true champion spirit.
It was good, like a lot of people doubted me. A lot of people doubted I'd even take the fight because they said the risk of it was a lot going on to his area, on his home show, him being the champion, and to lose that fight, your career would be in tatters, really. So it was a opportunity that people thought I might not take or risk, but I want to show I'm a true champion and I'm all about rolling the dice and getting that double six.
Yeah. And in the fight, it was a fight of dominance. I felt, you was working your jab through the fight, getting those nice combinations of good boxing selection, going through the paces, nice and composed. Like being in like an empty arena, did it feel less pressurizing even? Like, so you could kind of focus on the boxing?
It kind of just made me feel like I was just doing my job that day. It's like being in the gym every day and you're sparring, you ain't got massive crowds. So it's just like it's just work mode, You're not there to play into the crowd, impress the crowd. You're just there, get the job done, focus on the fundamentals, the boxing skills, the game plan, get your title and run off into the night.
Speaking of running off into the night, probably the KO of the night and of the year in 2020. Tell us about that punch, that the way that was so sweet on the button. Tell us about that combination and the moment when you threw it.
Yeah, I saw that. I see the way he was backing up, and I anticipated it before it came, and I threw it. He reacted how I thought he'd react, and he was open exactly where I thought he'd be open, and I threw the shot, and obviously I had good precision, good timing, landed perfectly, and that's all she wrote.
Definitely, that's all she wrote. And I just want to go through your current, what can I say, your current record. So your stats, you won 16 fights, KOs 9, you lost 1, drawn 1. Since you moved up from super middleweight to light heavyweight, I've seen the transition. I've seen you at middleweight, super middleweight, tight at weigh-ins, getting down to the weight, and you're a big lad yourself, about 6'2" yourself, big man, and getting down to super middleweight, and then now moving up more comfortable at light heavyweight. I'm seeing that the KOs are coming in, and the record is looking nice with the KOs. Tell us about that transition from super middleweight to light heavyweight.
Like, wherever you look at my record, even like the knockouts that I got when I was at super middleweight, they weren't actually at super middleweight. They was actually at catchweight. They were the fights that I thought catchweight wasn't at super middleweight. So every time I weighed in at super middleweight, I weren't knocking anyone out. Every time I boxed at catchweight, I was knocking them out within 3 rounds. So we realized how flat I was when I had to make the 12-stone mark. And then I took that fight on short notice against Buglioni. And after that, I thought, you know what, let's move up to light heavyweight properly. You can probably see that's more your natural weight because you've just done a 12-round fight without even a training camp. So, like, clearly your body, fuel and energy system is better there since your natural weight. And then after that, I fought 3 guys with winning records on the spin, knocked them all out within 3 rounds. Then I got called out by the WBA Continental Champion, Jake Ball, former GB boy, good fighter. Dropped him every round, knocked him out within 3 rounds. Then obviously I boxed the unbeaten Sterling, dropped him. He survived through the net. And then obviously I had just an 8-rounder, was a bit flat, obviously, but you could see the damage that I caused even on his face just in a little 8-rounder on a flat performance. And then I had which I came.
One sec. Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
Yes, and then obviously the Cam Peters fight, where I dropped him earlier on in the fight and KO'd him in a late stoppage. So you could see the difference in the punch power by just my record, that every time I was at 12 stone, I'm winning on points. And when I'm moving up, I'm getting them out of there. So you can see it's more my natural weight. I'm fielding, I'm fueling better, and I'm feeling good at the weight.
That's excellent, you know. And there's a lot going on right now for you. And I just want to know like your views on, you know, the card has been announced for your big fight coming up for the world title against Dmitry Bivol. It's a massive fight. Very happy for you on the Joseph Parker, Derek Chisora card. There's some big fights on that night. Let me go through the card real quick. It's a card. It's a big card. It's a big card, man. So we got on that card. Let me get the stats up. So we got Chisora Parker. We got Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor doing her thing in a big fight. Katie Taylor versus Natasha Jonas. That's it. Against Natasha Jonas, we've got Chris Eubank Jr. He's going in against, was it Morrison, I believe?
Mark Morrison.
Mark Morrison. What a name. Return of the Mac. Man, what a card. Are you looking forward to it? Tell us how you feel now it's all signed.
Every one of them cards on the headliners, all of them could be a headliner on themselves, by themselves. All the ones, these main fights so far, massive fights, and I'm excited to be part of a big pay-per-view Sky Sports box office show in my own country, and also for the world title on a massive platform. I can't really ask for much more than that. You know, the opportunity is massive. I'm just so excited. I feel like, the excitement I'm feeling is usually the excitement if I've won the title already before the fight. So, you know, I'm buzzing for this. I'm up for the fight. I'm going to be training very hard. I know I saw him saying yesterday or the day before that he's watched a few of my stuff and he'll be training very hard himself. He says he understands I got power. He understands I got speed, a good jab, and he'll be training hard for this. So I know I'm expecting a good Dmitry Bivol to come out, the best version of him. And I'm going to prepare for the best version of myself and come May the 1st, you know.
This is it. And I've been, you know, I've had a look at some of his fights. I feel that, man, I feel you can win this and take that world title home. You know, people are going to, I don't know, watch this and think, oh, no. But this is how I feel that you win this, bro. I feel that, like, by watching him fight, I feel like you put some pressure on him. That controlled pressure on him with your size, enforce your will on him. I think you're going to cause him some big problems. You could either do that early or you could do that late, because I feel with him, he's got good stamina, he's got a good tank. So that's one thing you have to watch out for him. He's got a good tank. So you could go late with him, maybe keep it composed, go late, or you could just stick it on him and see if he cracks early. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you put pressure on him, he seems a bit vulnerable here and there. So, you know, that right hand, that jab, that right hand, shot selection, you know, I feel that those are a couple of his weaknesses there, man. He looked like he put pressure on him.
Yeah.
Problems, man, you know.
I hear you, definitely, man. I hear you. And it's sort of fighter that you got to prepare all around the board for. You got to expect everything, a boxing match, a war, the lot, to grip down, to be smart, everything. You got to prepare around the whole board. You don't want to become unstuck. You don't know what he's planning, so you don't have plan A and he's got a plan to counteract that. You got to make sure you've covered every aspect around the board, and I'll be preparing diligently and hard for this fight.
Oh, wow. It's amazing. So it's all signed. Everything's ready to go. The big fight. It's a moment of truth, bro. And everybody in South London, the world, we're all behind. All the Craig Spider Richards fans are behind you. The ones that's been there from the journey from the beginning, from when I saw you take those early tube journeys, maybe 10 years ago.